What's going on, everyone? I wanted to share my viewpoint as a young guy who watches Asmongold and to show just how wrong Mtashed is about young men like me, since he thinks he knows how everyone thinks about these different situations, even though very clearly everyone is against them. But I also wanted to show my point of view and how big of an impact Asmon has made on my life. So I've been subbed and have watched him since January 1st, 2024. I was a young white guy in high school, and after I watched him for the first time, him being logical, straightforward, blunt, and honest about everything helped me understand more about the world and politics. And I learned it all just through watching his videos, especially how he made his points clear and didn't even care when he was insulted. He cared about what really mattered, being right. I still agreed with most of his takes, but obviously not all of them. That didn't stop me from watching, since I genuinely enjoyed his videos, and I still do. He brightens my day, makes me laugh, and helps me understand things I was oblivious to, and I want to thank him for everything he's done for me and so many others. Much love, Asma. Now, moving on to the MTash situation. So, because I'm inspired by Asmon, does that mean I'm going to draw inspiration from every little thing he does? Like how he takes care of himself? Of course I'm not going to. How ignorant can Mtashed be? Clearly he doesn't even care about young men. He cares about the people's reactions, and as he put it, dunking on Asmongold, which is more of an airball than anything else, which also doesn't even help his case either way. He just paints himself in a bad light of being insecure, ignorant, and butthurt, while also being passive aggressive. Even Asmongold himself is said to not do what he does in the way he takes care of himself. He knows better than all of us how he messed up in certain aspects, but not everyone is perfect, just like how Imtash said he had a kid at 17. Let's talk about the first point in his video about how people would be seen as a loser, woke, cuck, or jealous for going against Asmon. Obviously, people on the internet are going to hate or call you names, especially when it's controversial with other creators, and Mtash should know that. If you can't take the heat, then get out of the kitchen. It's been said time and time again, and there's no way he doesn't understand this. And for the next part of Asmon's tweet, Mtash only paid attention to the bad part, and he even took it personally. It does sound bad, but that isn't the main reason for the tweet. And let's make it clear that Asmon did not say that women are only good for prostitution and being a mom. It's just clear that those are female dominant things, Asmongold is right about. Yes, men and women are not the same in many ways and are not equal. Men are physically stronger than women on average, and women are smarter on average. And there are gender specific roles that are separated because a man or a woman can be more suited for the job, like a woman being a better caretaker and a man being a better provider. And yet there are jobs dominated by both genders, and I would get more into it, but Imtash didn't even make an argument towards it, so there isn't much to say about it, other than what I already just said. About the point of his wife being just a mom, you can't dumb down broad terms to specific people. As a reference point from a different situation, one of Asmongold's videos titled I Made the Entire Internet Crash Out, in which he said that it would obviously be racist to go up to a black person as a white person and say, you're more likely to commit a crime than I am. That sounds bad for obvious reasons, and Asmongold explains it really well in the video. I'll leave it linked in the description. You can't define people by statistics. It's dehumanizing. Life isn't fair, and if Mtash can't take being controversial, then he shouldn't get involved in the first place. Mtash bringing in his own personal things and zero argument whatsoever is what makes his entire viewpoint idiotic, because it just shows that he took it to heart, and how I look at it is that it's a middle-aged man, mad he didn't get a ton of money, and other people did. If he didn't make a video of her being butthurt at a tweet, then all of this wouldn't have happened. Here's my final message for Mtashed. Don't act like you understand young men, or that you're helping young men, when you don't even understand someone else's argument, or what they go through on the internet, and instead, you try to use it for your own gain and throw insults his way for no reason. And what I mean is that you don't know what people like Asmongold go through in their life, and you can't talk about it, all these things you see, and you don't know why they're that way. and you just cried for 13 minutes straight, providing no argument. Don't say young men are cooked when you can't even provide a valid argument for why. And most of the things within this can also be referenced to how he handled talking about clavicular, but I won't get into all that. And that's all I have to say. I want to thank Asmongold and Tectone for inspiring me, make sure to go and watch both of their videos to get their perspectives as well. And I know I don't make videos like this normally, and I'll probably stick to gaming most of the time, but I might make some videos like this here and there. And I want to thank you all for watching. Much love. Peace.